What's going on, guys? Thought I'd make another video after jiu-jitsu training. Came to my attention that I used to do some dumb things as a white belt. So as a blue belt now, looking back on my time, I could have thought, hey, don't do the fancy flashy things on Instagram, you know, get better at the fundamentals, get better at all the things that will lead to longevity in the sport. Now, at the end of the day, it's fun to pull off those Instagram highlight reel moves. However, that's not going to make you a better jiu-jitsu player. Just get better at the fundamentals, because I feel what makes the most dangerous jiu-jitsu player is someone that knows the fundamentals so well and makes those little micro adjustments that puts them just above everyone else. Now, it's not just about the fundamentals, it's about the fundamental submissions as well, or the primary submissions that everyone would do from white belt to black belt and will throw up more than any other submissions. These submissions, triangle, armbar, omoplata, for me, that's what I'm throwing up quite a lot, and that's what I want to get better at. So if I can get good at these moves that aren't generally, they're not the most flashy, okay, they're not like Instagram reel worthy. Now they can be, you know, depends what variation that you do, but I'm not sitting around anymore. Sorry about that. I'm not sitting around anymore thinking, hey, I'm going to do this flying triangle. It's not realistic. So it's just focusing on the things that will make you better, and no one wants to hear it. It's always, but it doesn't look cool, you know, it doesn't have style points or whatever. But I found that the simpler I make my moves, it results in more sweeps, more reversals. It's just stronger positioning, okay? And that's all from like learning like the fundamentals and then the basic submissions, and then trying to get as good as I can at those two things. Now, what I'm having trouble with at the moment still as a blue belt is actually my ability to dial back my intensity. Like I struggle with that quite a bit. Every time I go in, like I feel like I have to give 110%, and it doesn't really benefit my training because I'm not getting any better. It's just balls to the wall training. And I think I need to progress. I need to have 1 or 2 days a week where I'm going all out, and then for the rest of the week I'm flow rolling and I'm drilling techniques and getting better at techniques. But yeah, I was just thinking about this sort of stuff just after training and thought I'd make a video about it. And one last thing is consistency. I find too many people at my gym, so if it's at my gym, it's universal. You know, they want to get better. But there's no substitute for hard work. Gonna come in like once or twice, and then you know, they expect to be better, and they're like, oh, I wish I was better. Well, guess what? Come and train. It's as simple as that, you know. Come and train. Consistency will make you a better jiu-jitsu player. Just come, get on the mat, and you'll be better than the person who only comes once a week. Guaranteed, hands down. What it comes down to for me is like getting better at the fundamentals, dialing in the submissions that you're going to be doing from white belt to black belt, and of the highest percentage, triangles, arm bars, omoplatas, learn all different variations of them and just throw them up like crazy. Consistency and intensity, okay, those things are going to make you a better jiu-jitsu player. And I'm still working on the intensity part, because for some reason when someone's like, you want to roll, I'm like, alright, let's roll, and it always ends in a full-blown ego war, who can choke each other out. Now it's just hard to get past that point, but I feel like the more I can say no to people in terms of like, when we roll, let's just dial it back to a 30% flow roll, and then 2 days of the week, you know, one gi, one no gi, you can go ham. So that's going to be my strategy anyway. But yeah, I thought these tips could help, new white belts coming up. I know that they, want like the magic pill, something that'll just make them better overnight, but really that's all it comes down to. Consistency, getting on the mat, and getting better at the fundamentals. Don't do all the flashy stuff you see on Instagram. Sure, it's cool, and it'll impress all the chicks, but it's not going to make you better. Okay, you're going to end up on bottom for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Depends on how long your rolls are. Standard seems to be 6 minutes around the world, but yeah, I wanted to know, leave a comment if you guys think that these are things new white belts should be focusing on, and if you have any other comments about what white belts should be focusing on, leave a comment down below about what they should be. If you have any tips and tricks for all the people coming up, and what has helped you as a white belt, and what you do now that you wish you knew as a white belt, leave a comment. Again, if it's your first time here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you can also buy me a coffee. There's a link down in the description. That really helps my caffeine addiction out and allows me to keep training. Bye!